Just unmute yourself and ask a question, please.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, like, for how long is the program? Like,
Awesome. That's
how
very
many weeks? Yeah,
good.
or months?
Good. Yeah, I think we're going to put it here. I'll just put it here in the, I'll add it here as schedule. So the next one I don't say is a schedule, okay? Schedule. Do that. Okay. I think I saw Mustafa's hand. Mustafa, please go ahead. You have a question? Mustafa, you have to ask the question now, please. Wow, you have 5 hands up. Okay, good. Okay, let's go in order. Let's have Mustafa. Love you ask the question, right? I'm going to answer it. Don't worry. Lower your hand down. Yes, Mustafa, go ahead. Unmute.
Okay, good evening for all. I wanted to know what is the prerequisites for this course.
Okay, good. So we have schedule and then what? And we have prerequisite. Good. Don't worry. Okay, we'll come to that. That's good. That's a very good one. Okay, excellent. So we have a schedule and prerequisite. Again, let's see. Next question. Let's go to Babatunde. You're next after. Yeah, go ahead, please. Babatunde, are you there? Okay, looks like okay. Let's move into Johum Beyonder. Sorry about that. Don't worry. Okay, Johum, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. My question is, will there be award of certificates, and if yes, which kind of certificates, and are they chartered? I mean, are they recognized institutions like I've had most of us here are graduates either with bachelor's degrees from universities and masters. Some are doing their PhDs.
Okay.
So my question is, are they certified? Are they certified? Is the institution certified?
Yep.
And secondly, I maybe to pull you back a little bit, pull your mind back, looking at a couple of messages we've been receiving. I read a message that was posted on a platform that there was a company that was giving employment opportunities, jobs, and I looked at it was awarding good money. If you look at if you in this part of the world, mostly African economies, someone who earns $80 per day or $80 per hour, $80 per hour for maybe 60 hours a week, that's good money. So I don't know. You talked a little bit about the jobs after the completion of the program. Would you please expound more on the opportunities that come with the program? Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's good. Oh, we have a lot of questions there. Okay. I want to just take all the questions and I'm going to answer them all at once. Okay. So that was you. Nick Magma, you want to go ahead, please? I think I saw your hand up. Let's see this. Yes, Mafo Vincent. You want to go ahead, please? Okay, while we wait for Mafo, how about Mr. Emmanuel? You there? And ask a question again. Emmanuel Abedon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm there, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for giving us the detail of what we are going to be doing. First, I want to ask that for people like us who have not done anything in programming before, is there a way to maybe like a kind of background training to what we are going to be doing here? Because as we were reading, sir, what my mind is just thinking on is okay, the major things we are going to be doing here is going to be based on programming?
No, it's not programming. No one about that. I don't get scared. It's has
Okay, sir.
nothing to do with programming. Nothing. There is no
Alright, sir.
correlation with that. Nothing.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Has nothing to do with programming, and I will explain that in just a moment. Okay. Let me get all the question. Ken, you want to ask the question now? Okay, I've been already asked the question.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. So I was going to ask, what are your prospects or predictions for things like automating the human aspect of cloud computing and software architecture, cloud
Yeah.
architecture for with AI? How soon can like AI taking some of these jobs and some of these areas where we can still do ourselves? So I just want to hear like your predictions. What do you think?
AI compete. So we're going to be competing with AI very soon now. Okay. I think the job market will tell us, right? The job market will tell us. Isn't to go and just search. Okay, just keep looking at jobs and all of that and see. Anyways, let's see. Okay, Ken has asked a question. Anyone else has a question that I should answer all at once? I'd like to take all the questions. I'm going to ask them at once. Okay. All right. I think we are good with questions. So again, I'm going to share my screen and then let's start with the schedule. So Love asks about the schedules program is going to run. And I'll break the time. So let's do days here. Okay. And what is times? Okay. So Mondays. Okay. Mondays here. So usually this is going to be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. EST, which means that if you are in West African time, that would include Cameroon and okay, Cameroon, Nigeria. Okay, what the time is going to be about 7 p.m. to what 9 p.m. And then if you are in East African time, I guess it's going to be somewhere around 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., which is good. And then of course, if you're in Ghana, GMT, okay, it's going to be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please just correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not looking, I'm just, auto calculating it. Okay, and of course,
You're correct for Nigeria.
eh?
You're right for Nigeria, but I don't know some of these other time zones.
Exactly. So this is Mondays to Wednesday, right? So what? This is your time. But please, you know what? Don't even worry about like trying to save time. Why? Because what? You are going to receive automated, once we schedule and send out, okay, you're going to what? You're going to have your calendar automatically populated for you. So you don't have to worry yourself. But you can just, oh, you know what? 7 p.m. every day, Mondays to Wednesday, what? I have my classes. This is what it's Mondays to Wednesday, you have your classes, right? So it's very important to note this. So this is the time, okay? And of course, those of us here in the West, if you are in Pacific time, it's almost like, I think it's 12 noon. If you're in Alberta, okay? Anyway, those of us in the East, we can always fit ourselves there, all right? But for you, I'm so concerned about those of you from Africa, and that's why I see that. So this is what this is: West African time, 7 p.m. East African time is days, and Ghana time, okay, is that. So that's why we had to, come out with this new schedule, because most of we've always run with one schedule, and that's because it's always been 12 noon, like 12 midnight for most of you, and I think 2 a.m. for those in East Africa, and then of course 11 p.m. for those joining in Ghana. That is too late. That's why they managed to bring it down to that. Someone was asking about prerequisites. What are the prerequisites to join this program? First, what? First, you need to, again, we'll go over this. Okay, we have a whole presentation on DevOps itself, but let me just get going. So what you need is what? First, a laptop here. Okay, a laptop of what? At least 8 GB of RAM. Okay, Maybe if you want, if you have Windows 10 is good. Okay, Windows 11 is excellent. Of course, we don't have Windows 12. And something like 500, SSD. Okay, 500 watt, maybe is it HDD or whatever, or SSD. Okay, it's still very okay. So what this is the very first prerequisite. The next prerequisite is that you need at least, okay, at least high school diploma. It's very important. High school diploma. Okay, need that. And then so you need all of, so what the most thing that you need at this level, at least what the highest level, and what you need also this, right? These are the prerequisites that you need at the moment. And of course, what you need to be able to what, ability to what, to navigate, navigate applications like what? Like Microsoft Teams, Microsoft, okay, Teams, okay, Word, Excel, and Form. So we use this application on a daily basis. So you need to do this, right? Okay, and someone asked about certifications. For sure, you have a couple of sets here, okay? So, point blank, you can what? So you see, at the level of Linux, right? You can go in for Linux Foundation certifications. So you can go for two specific. Okay, you can write technology specific certifications. That's the first thing that you should understand, right? So you can go in for this. You can also go in for Sonar certification and all of that. You can also go in for Jenkins certifications. I think so. What these are? So this company Jenkins, okay, you can have certification with them. But now we are also part of a global company called Devops Foundation, okay, and they offer a lot of certifications with that, and also we also have people set. People set. So we are into partnership with them at the moment. We are still going through all of that. So these are international recognized bodies, okay, that that certifies in tech, everything tech, and companies around the world trust them like crazy. Trust me when I say that. Okay, so now, before you get on this program, we are going to be fully partnered with them, which means that you can write, so you can take someone in any of these technologies that we're going to be here. So you can go in for Linux, and go for Git, and go for application, build technologies, Jenkins, Docker, everything you can have certifications in them from recognized bodies. Okay, globally recognized bodies, that's for sure. We also have AWS Cloud that has a lot of certifications. Okay, so if you're that kind of person who loves certification, you can just keep going for them. And I'll tell you what our main goal actually is, right? So you can go in for that, right? For sure, and go in for that. And then of course, we also offer our own certifications. This is true. Looks like I missed my stuff here. So okay, we have certifications here. One, well, we have people sets. You can take certification with them, right? People sets. We're also part of Linux Foundation. Okay, you can also go in for Linux Foundation exams. Okay, if you want to. You also have AWS cloud certifications. In fact, there's a lot. You have Kubernetes So all of these tools have their certification exams that you can go in for. But now I'll tell you some of the shortcomings or some of the. Okay, what if you have no idea on how to navigate? Don't worry, okay, we are here. That's why we are here, okay? That's why we are also partners with this, with all of these bodies. So we are here to guide you if you want to go to. But now I'll tell you why you may not even need this, okay? I'll tell you why. So we are coming to it. Now, they are So something. The challenge with all of this is that what? Is that most of these certifications are valid for 2 years. And then what? You have to go right again. And that's why companies don't ask for them. Okay? Why? Because this is what most of these certifications are part of the company's budget. So I think tomorrow Joyce will tell you, okay, how many certifications that her company is paying her to take and write. So what? That is the beauty of tech. So please don't look at tech like your other stuff that you have. What? No. Companies pay you to study and write certification, and even when you write and pay from your pocket, the companies are going to refund you back the money in most cases. And to prove me wrong or right, just go look at DevOps job description and see how many of them mentioned certifications as a requirement. Rarely. Why? Because it's not a big deal. So now what happened in tech, right? In tech, they're looking at experience. What is your experience? What can you do? Do you know that there are some people out there that have no idea on, even like white, I mean, they're not even close to having jobs, but they have all kinds of certifications. Now, I'll tell you, why our approach is very different. I've worked for companies for over 7 years, and they have had to pay for my certifications, right? And none of them have ever hired me because I had a certification. No. Why? Because of what I'm able to present, my experience, my skills, right? I guess I'm saying, So now we are getting you into the job market. That's what we're getting you into. I guess I'm saying. And we're going to give you all what it takes to get there, defense of that interview and get done. Go through it. Once you get in there, right, the story is different. Okay, so take out certification from your mind for now. Just say, oh, you know what? I want to learn how to become a plumber. Okay, whether you go for a plumbing certification or not, okay, if you can work in somebody's house, there's a leak, you can investigate and fix the leak. It's more important than somebody who say, oh, you know what? Oh, I have master's degree in plumbing, and then you say, oh, please, we have an emergency here. There's water leakage here, and you come there, and then you go to your textbook. Okay, I'm supposed. No, right? Nobody cares about what you have in your pocket as certification. Okay, no, that only comes in as maybe some kind of plus. Okay, but in terms of what is required, they were looking for experience. And that's why I will soon play a testimony for you here. Okay, what you hear from, from some of our students who today are making 110,000 US dollars, 150,000 US dollars, and they did not write anything, but they were hired. Why? Because of the projects that they did in the course of this program. And then they went to the interview, they're able to explain the projects that they did. Okay, and that's how they got hired. Today, the companies will then pay them to do, anything that they want them to do. Why? Because technology is evolving. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of tech. Tech is so much evolving, right? That's it. So it's a continuous learning environment. That's why companies don't pay too much attention on or certification, because things keep changing, right? So they rather hire you because of what you know how to do, okay, than the certificate that you have in your pocket. But set, of course, is good. So these are the but we also have the Lion Tech Academy, DevOps, okay, and master completion certificates, okay. So we are also agreed to add this. So Lion Tech is Lion Tech is is a registered training body with university and colleges Ontario. So this is equals to the Ministry of Higher Education in most of your countries. So in Canada and in Ontario, we have the Ministry of University and college. So anybody running trainings must register with them. But for now, we are just an online training stuff. We are more into job preparation and all of that. So our training is what is mostly focused on the job market. Okay, so that's that. And of course, our certification is recognized. And that's why we are also moving ahead to register our companies in your countries, right? So that, you know, I mean, an employer there can easily, you know, check us out. All right. So it's not just that we are located elsewhere, but what we are also going to be located in your country, right? And we're able to back you up. So what is your goal? Is your goal for this program to have a job, or is your goal to have certifications? There's two things, right? So what you need to be able to define what your goal is. Our goal here is to guide you towards getting employed. Because believe me, most of you already have a lot of certifications, like somebody like Brian here, okay? Brian already has a master's degree. I get what I'm saying. And what he's already pursuing PhD. But he's what? He is here. Right? So believe me, set will not going to be, you know, his issue. Right? He's what? He's not looking for something bigger, something real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we are going to offer. Okay. Somebody said I have no experience. What next? Nothing. Don't worry. Just what? Just follow. All right. Just follow. See, if you what for this program, you need to be humble. That's the first thing. Okay. If you're humble and what willing to ask questions, you will never lack answers. And that's why we have the help desk here. See this? So this environment is where what we troubleshoot all kinds of things. Now let me just show you an example here. Okay. Okay, well, this is Mohammed. All right. See this? This is so what? Everybody you see had no experience, but if you look at what they are doing today, okay, you'll be so amazed. Everybody, and if you listen to everybody in this class today, we come from very diverse, you know, environments. Let me even shock you. I don't know who asked the question. You see me here. My background is business administration. I get what I'm saying. Yes, and then I studied tech. But what I studied in school was a formal education is business administration. I had no experience in IT when I decided to join IT. So I'm just like so many of you. And that's why we are breaking those barriers and those misconceptions. I think somebody asked about programming. This program has nothing to do with programming. Don't be scared, okay? Just come to class, ask questions, and follow the instructions also. Now, the way we program our class, let me just show you one thing, one very quick example here. So this is your class. So if you open this one, right, and you come in here, for example, you click here, and let's say we get into September 16 here, right? Now look at what we have. Our class video and documentation. If you open this, it guides you. So all our classes are recorded, right? And you can see exactly what you need to do. So we have step-by-step process. Okay. So as long as you attend your classes, believe me, you will never have an issue. Attend classes and do your projects. And please don't be in the habit of accumulating work. So at the moment you end your Wednesday class, make it a habit to make sure you practice what you have learned for those days. It's really going to get you going. Okay. So that's one. So see that? So okay, that is it for those ones. So no experience in IT, don't worry. AI, don't worry, okay? AI will never come close to this. The highest thing AI can do, you can even ask AI, okay, can AI write for you an automation script? AI is going to suggest. So AI is only going to make the job of DevOps engineers easy, but it will never take the place of DevOps. Why? Because there's no way. Do you know what it means for, just imagine if the Facebook application goes offline for 1 hour. Do you think Facebook can take the risks to maybe deploy an AI to monitor their applications? No. You need a human being to troubleshoot, okay, and write reports, okay? You need so AI has its place, and DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, they have their place. Believe me, AI has always been there. Okay, AI just came into being now. I mean, and it's becoming like sounds more like a new thing. It's not a new thing. It has always been there, and it's always going to be there. Okay, and we are always going to be there too, right? So maybe you can ask me, oh, can you deploy AI in the bakery to bake bread for you? Maybe with robots, but believe me, the place of a chef is always there, right? So please be excited. Nothing to worry about, okay? So I think we're going to end here for today. It's already it's already our time. It's 9 p.m. For most of you. So anything tomorrow we are going to continue with looking at some testimonies, okay? Or bringing some of the students who are hired already. You can ask them questions. How is it? In fact, how has the job been? What was their experiences before? Okay, and all of that. So please come in tomorrow again at the same time. This week is all about orientation. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to get into the realm of looking at how to actually start setting up your environment. So what that means is, if you are in here today and you don't yet have your Lion Tech email, please reach out for those, right? And we already have some materials that you can already start going through them. Okay. So if you already have access to these teams, Class 22, DevOps and Cloud, you have what? You have access to the Linux admin materials here. You can start watching them, and of course, so that when we get there, it becomes very easy for you. Okay. So we have our session again tomorrow, but we'll start looking at how to set up your learning environments. Before we go, it's already 4 p.m. here for me, and time for you guys. I don't know if anyone has any other question.
Yes.